Well, hello, what's up? How you all doing? Hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday. Today I'm bringing you another testing, but this time it's gonna be about rune testing. I got two new runes here. One is blunt damage by 20% damage, and another rune is with this class right here, short sword and shield, this one right here, which when you use it, the iron side, your units gain 30% defense. Now, I was thinking about it, and I think Iron Reapers do blunt damage. I went full veterancy, doctrine, veterancy mid. I will show you everything. Runes, doctrines, and we're gonna test it to see how good they are now. Because the new runes looks kinda broken. We got Casper here, he's gonna help me out. I'm gonna go into Stalwarts, one of the best purple units. I'm not gonna charge them in, just to be fair. I'm gonna press second skill, gonna get close to my units and press my iron side skill. You have to be pretty close to your units to use the skill, because if not, they don't get the 30% defense. So you can't be super far away. You have to be pretty in range. If not, it doesn't work. And as you see here, stalwarts do put up a fight, but they die extremely easy. I didn't even use the third skill, which is it's not a doctrine, it's the veterancy skill, which they gain a little bit of health. We're not gonna use that. The 30% defense, it's really good, and the blunt damage is even better. But one of my goddamn Iron Reapers has a sword in his hand. Why is that? Okay, now they all have a blunt damage. I'm not switching to sword. If you use mid veterancy, you don't want to switch to sword. Now we're gonna face the new tier 4. He has the new tier 4 evolved, because this one does the most damage. The first part of them, it's weak, so we don't care. I mean, the first part is better, but whatever. I'm gonna press the iron side and let them do their job. I don't think they're losing against them, especially because the evolution of the new unit is much more weaker, like really trashy. I don't really like it at all. It's been nerfed severely. The first form is better, but they lose. They lose too. So Iron Reapers win against Stalwarts and the new tier 4 with ease. I'm telling you, this skill right here, this rune 30%, it's gonna be busted. I'm not even charging in, just to put that equation. So shield maidens, a very powerful tier 5 unit. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna press the second skill, gonna give them the iron side skill, which the rune gonna give them 30% defense. I'm gonna give them a little bit of heal here, because shield maidens do put up a fight. And let them do their job. I'm not charging in because I want to be... It's more of a rune testing. Yes, it's a 1v1 too, to realize what units you do good against, but it's more of a rune testing to see if the Iron Reapers do better or not. And it seems that they do much more better, man. Much more better. I think next season we're gonna play short sword and shield. 2k each. They do damage. Yes, the blunt damage. There are a lot of bit of units that do blunt damage. I don't remember all of them. One is Shenji, one is the cannons, one is Iron Reapers. I don't remember which one more, but whatever. I'm gonna test against Queen's Paladins. Queen's Paladins is a very heavy counter to Iron Reapers, a very heavy counter. We're gonna see if they can tank the stab or not. I'm gonna get close. I'm gonna stay closer to them. You have to stay pretty close for your skill to work. This one to work, you know? We give them 30%. And you can see that the stab doesn't hurt as much as before. I'm gonna give them some healing. You still lose because Queen's Paladins are type of an assassin unit. Their stab is like 7 seconds CC. You get 1 second invulnerability, so you don't win against Queen's Paladins. But the fact that I succeed to tank his first abilities, it says a lot. It says a lot. Now we're gonna try Orochi Samurai. That's another heavy counter to Iron Reapers. I'm not gonna charge in. Let me give a second for my second skill. I'm gonna stay close just to be sure. Then I'm gonna go in. Second skill, press this skill right here, and let's see them go. You see there is a circle around them, which means my iron side works. And let them go. There you go. Orochi Samurai doesn't one-shot you anymore. Neither Queen's Paladins one-shot you anymore. I don't think you're winning, but it's kind of a fair fight now. Iron Reapers put up a fight, that's for sure. Orochi Samurai supposed to one-shot you, but because of the new rune, this one right here, which gives them this defense, you can see it around them, the circle, it's over. It's simply over. It seems that units like Iron Reapers gonna tank anything. That's beautiful. Now imagine though, I use Iron Reapers, right? Just for the testing because they have the bloom damage. Imagine if you use the new runes, 30% defense on Spartans. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the advance of those guys? That's gonna be just another level. But we're testing Iron Reapers because I was thinking about the blunt damage. Now we're gonna test Zway Hunters. Zway Hunters are one of the biggest counters to Iron Reapers. So let's see how that's gonna work. I'm gonna get them close. Not gonna charge in. Defense, second skill, let them go wild. And you can see they're actually tanking. They're actually tanking its abilities. Remember that if I'm correct, when you press the second skill with Iron Reapers, you do gain some defense because of his passive or stuff like that. So it seems that Zway Hunters put up a fight, but they lose. This is gonna be phenomenal and probably broken because this skill right here, it's busted. This skill right here with the new rune, it's gonna be busted. This skill's supposed to give you 30% bonus defense last season, that's how it was. But now it gives 30% defense to your units, any unit you play. So I think I'm gonna switch to short sword. I think that's probably the best thing to do because 30% defense, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna go to the Siladars. Siladars is another counter to Iron Reapers, probably. Let's see. They used to beat Iron Reapers, but I guess Iron Reapers gonna take their revenge. Yeah. I think it's over. I think Iron Reapers gonna beat everyone right now. I think Iron Reapers are just gonna be the strongest tier 5 in the game. With the blunt damage and 30% defense, it's gonna be over. And especially remember one thing. It's the shield meta. And that's why I go mid veterancy. Because shield meta, it's powerful. So yeah. Now let's try the Spartans. And we're good to go. What happened to Casper? Are you dead? And force. Put him here. Okay, he's alive, he's alive. We try the Spartans, and then Phalanx. Phalanx supposed to be a big threat to Iron Reapers too, but I don't know. Against Spartans I'm gonna charge in, because Spartans are another breed of unit, so let me charge in, just to be fair. Against other units I didn't even charge in. I'm gonna charge in, press the second skill, press the thingy, and look at them going. Unfortunately, Spartans thingy, they kinda annoying because they perma heal, so I don't think they can win against that. Well, we actually win against that. Well, ladies, Iron Reapers to the top. You get 20% blue damage on new runes and 30% defense with this class and new rune. You know what to play, just so you know. This is a testing for runes, as I say, but you can check 1v1 too a little bit. It's both in one. It's both in one. The new runes are kinda busted, not gonna lie. There's some Polax runes that I'm really curious about it. Maybe we test that next time. But this looks pretty busted, man. We won against everyone. Did we lose against any unit? No, we won against everything. Literally everything. Not even our biggest counters, Zway Hunters, defeated us. Let's see Phalanx. Phalanx supposed to be good against Iron Reapers. 30% from short sword and buff from long sword. Yeah, but I need a longsword player. Imagine. 40% stacks. Okay, we're gonna get close. We're not gonna charge in. It's a bad idea. I'm gonna press the second skill and let them go in. Usually Phalanx keep on going back, so I'm gonna charge in. Charging into the Phalanx is not the best idea, but I need to stay close to them. That's why when they retreat, I go in. And before the battle is over, I can press my Iron Side skill again, which gives them again the 30% defense. Look at this. You can see the circle around them. See, it works. But you have to stay pretty close to them. Decent, close, decent. Well, you see the testing. It seems that a lot of units gonna be really tanky. However, you have to play short sword. Because I don't know what the hell was on the dev's head to give units 30% defense. Because I think it's a lot. But I think it's gonna get nerfed, maybe like a 10% defense or something, because this is pretty disgusting. Anyway, we're gonna stop it here. You tell me, what do you think about it? Is it time to play short sword? Because if this stays 30% defense with the nice 20% blunt damage, I'm switching to short sword for sure, because these runes are really goddamn good. Anyway, you tell me what you think about it. I think it's actually pretty strong. Iron Reapers might be back into the game once more, but remember that you can use this on any unit you have. You just have to play short sword. Anyway, wish you a lovely Saturday, and let me know your opinions. Have a great night.